In this video, we will see three different parts of Azure Cloud. Now, right now on my screen, if you see, I have four words. First one is infrastructure, platform, then we have software, and the last one is service. If you are an IT pro, I'm sure you are able to understand these four words. We know what is infrastructure, what I mean by platform, what's a thing which is called software, and then what is a service and how we use that. If you are familiar with these four words, cloud is all about using these three things which are at the left side as a service. Infrastructure means whatever hardware, networking things, and all your servers, whatever you have as an infrastructure, you can use those things as a service whenever you want, in any device, on the pay-per-use kind of scenario. Platform means your operating systems. You can use those things also as a service. You can create applications inside that platform. You can customize the platform resources. You can customize how your clients are going to access that platform. And the last one is software as a service. Your applications are going to be used as a service by your clients. These three things are actually going to create three parts of your Azure cloud. If you see the below these three things, we have one proper definition of the cloud. I know in our earlier video we have seen one basic definition of the cloud, but in my case this is a proper one, which says that a cloud is a virtualized computing platform that provides infinite resources for running your applications. It leverages economies of scales to save you money by only require you to pay for what you use. And that's what all we understood up to this point. Now, if I talk about these three parts properly, left side we have some terms, applications, data, runtime, all of these things starting from the top to bottom. If I'm talking about on-premise thing, we have to manage our networking, our storages, our servers. We have to connect all these things with the virtualized technologies, operating systems. We have to maintain all these things from our side with the managed manpower which we have associated for each and every work. But when we are moving towards the cloud, it is having three different sections. The first one is the infrastructure as a service. The again short form is known as IaaS. The second one is platform as a service, which is known as PaaS, PaaS, and the last one is known as software as a service, which is SaaS, SaaS. If I talk about infrastructure as a service, it's something like earlier when in on-premise you manage all the things. In infrastructure as a service, you have to manage your infrastructure, in which you have to manage your applications, your data, your runtime, your middlewares, and your operating system. You have a power to manage these things, but the other things are going to be managed by vendors automatically. Now when I say vendor, in our case when we are learning Azure, it is a Microsoft who's going to manage all these things. Suppose if you are using Google Cloud, then also the scenario is same, but at that time that is going to be managed by Google. Same way if you use any other cloud, it's like that only. So the virtualization, server, storage, and networking things, we don't need to worry about these things. Automatically it's going to be managed by vendor. We just need to manage the above things which are highlighted in a blue color. If we want again something which is automatically driven by the vendors, we are going to move forward to the next one, that is platform as a service, in which we just manage our applications and the data which is associated with that. All the other things, Even runtime and operating systems and middlewares are going to be managed by the vendors. And same way, if we move forward to the step number 3, that is software as a service, in which everything is going to be managed by vendor. And all you need to do is you have to host your application on your cloud, and your end users are going to use that application, I mean to say that software as a service. Now in this video series, we are going to talk about infrastructure as a service and platform as a service, this too, because I have created this video series for developers. And these are the two things in which IT developers have to write a code, they have to manage all the things, and they have to do all these things with the cloud computing. So throughout this video series, we will see infrastructure as a service and platform as a service in depth. But in this video series, I'm not going to touch software as a service. To understand this thing better, these 3 words, IaaS, PaaS, and SaaS, we are going to see. IaaS is something like you're going to deal with your hosting, your virtual machines, your full operating systems, and SQL servers will be there. Your PaaS is something like you're going to deal with your customized code, your application code, and you are going to associate your normal applications into cloud-based services and cloud-based apps. And the third one, the best example of software as a service, I can say it's your Dropbox or your OneDrive, or the better way is Office 365, which is an online office from Microsoft. That is nothing but a software which is hosted on the cloud, and you can just consume that. Because we are developers, we are going to talk about the hosting part as well as the building part, not about how to consume that thing, because that is something what my client is going to do, not me. I hope it's pretty much clear. Let's move forward. Thank you.